Hello, hello, and welcome back. I am Maester Aelix, and this is Fallout 4 NCR Ranger. And today we are outside the Old North Church because we have to go kill the railroad. So, yeah, let's get started with that. The Ranger found herself back at the Old North Church. She didn't really know how she felt about assassinating these people, but, she'd been fed the line from Kells about why they needed to die, but, well, she didn't super believe in all that. However, she'd been here before, and she saw that, well, they were kind of reckless and dangerous, and really brought down the wrath of the Institute on them. So, she really just justified it to herself. If the Brotherhood didn't take them down, the Institute would. And at least the Brotherhood would put them down quick. As soon as she walked in, she heard the sounds of violence. Must have been that team they were talking about.
No.
We know when you go to siege a place, it's best to have something to help deal with fortifications. You know, seeing Dr. Kerrigan just stand there amongst the violence and accept his fate, there was something really rather heroic about that. She respected him just a little bit. Right there at the end.
God damn you.
Now, in a situation like this, you don't just want to leave stuff laying around for just anyone to pick up. Nope, you wanted to go be thorough. Make sure you procured all the necessary things so as not to leave anything useful behind.
Who's there?
She knew there'd be more railroad folk around.
Getting a bad feeling here.
I mean,
Thought I.
this was their home and their base, so
What's that noise?
the fact that they heard her stomping around, well, that really wasn't surprising or unexpected. No, instead, she just
Please be nice.
head down the stairs,
Bah, trigger the
properly prepared, and do what she could to clear the way for the Brotherhood to make sure this place was taken care of.
For victory. Threat neutralized.
She is more than a little bit impressed by the armor of these people. They seem to be able to take a pretty good beating. And the armor didn't look all that heavy. So, of course, the railroad did specialize in
Come here.
stealth and
Let me
looking
end your
normal when they're not.
glory.
You bastards won't take us down. Shoot to kill.
Detonation pack secured and ready, sir.
Yep, she wasn't surprised that the railroad was trying to defend their home. I mean, wouldn't you? No, what really surprised her was with how good they were doing. She'd seen other peoples try to stand up against the Brotherhood and not do so well.
No use hiding.
They're all over me.
Search the area. Broken.
Down.
Now that wasn't comfortable at all. She also figured if they were going to keep piling themselves up in the same spot, this would get real easy. Fish in a barrel kind of thing. Of course, when you know you're going to siege a place, and you also know the layout, you're pretty much entering a kill zone, it's good to prepare yourself with something extra special. Good old nuke grenades. Not that hiding would do her much good, but she figured she could at least get a couple seconds better to aim her grenade and do some damage.
Now.
Look alive.
From what she gathered, the one named Glory was the real threat. So taking her down would be the most important.
Time.
I'll die for the cause.
Hearing the unique sounds of a railway rifle, she knew she was going to be having to deal with the leader, Desdemona. That lady was a little bit more than just cagey.
Figure you won't just run, right?
Sam, I'm coming home.
Get up! Get up! Ain't letting you get me.
Not a matter of letting, son, she figured. She had a job to do, and she was going to do it. Plus, he made the critical mistake of shooting at her. Quite a bit of craziness had gone around here, and she figured, well, they weren't going to use them that ammo anymore. No, she might as well. She knew she had a job to do with the robot, but from what she could hear, the robot wasn't going anywhere. Yep. She was just going to be real quick about it.
Intruder countermeasures active. This unit is incapable of voice communication.
Well, that just made things real simple then. Well, seems everything had been locked up tight. Well, just put the holodisk in and let the program run itself. Seemed easy enough.
Pam,
Factory reset mode enabled. Command mode available. Ready for programming instructions. Recommend interface type RJ11G.
Well, that seemed to have done the trick. She was glad it was just so easy. However, when looking around, she saw there was another way out. Well, she couldn't just make sure. She had to make sure that they just couldn't get away with this. Yeah, she cut the head off a snake, but still what was flailing around could hurt. So she went underneath and found, well, more disgusting standing water and, well, other things. Wasn't too happy about it. Well, she was just hoping that there wouldn't be too much trouble down here in these here tunnels. Fortunately, when she made her way through, found that, well, indeed, there wasn't much down there. I mean, there's some stuff, but nothing that needed to be put down or shot that day. So she just continued on out. Figured she should at least know the whole way out. Let's see if there's any at the other end. When she made it outside, she heard sounds of raiders,
What was that?
which was,
Oh,
in a small way, kind of comforting. You know, take out the strange, unusual railroad, only to be met with what you regularly fought.
push all over it.
Something comforting about that.
Nothing there now. Who's there?
Unfortunately, it seemed like a lot of these raiders were just coming out of the woodwork. Fortunately, there's solutions for such things.
You tough? Come on. Miss? Huh? Need backup over here.
Seemed like the raiders here were a bit more numerous than anticipated. She wondered how the railroad got along with the raiders that were, by their back door. Maybe they didn't know. Maybe they left them there to be like de facto security guards or something along the lines. Wouldn't surprise her if that was the case. Well, all the raiders that had stupidly decided to try to attack her seem to have been brought down except one. And that guy wasn't long for this world. Now what he was doing in that corner, she'd never find out. Other than maybe hide from that explosion. Yeah, more dead raiders. Not that the world would notice, there was always more raiders. However, on her kill list there had been another name added, and one she was a little bit more reticent to take care of. Sadly, it was work that needed to be done. She understood why. Hopefully, there'd been enough time that Virgil got himself all human again and might not necessarily need to be put down. She crossed her fingers and hoped, and then headed out to the glowing sea. However, taking a moment to herself, she realized that everything was just getting to be more and more a bloody mess. Yeah, she'd head straight out to his place, fast she could. Virgil's lab was always in the dark, and she figured if she had to fight him, eventually she'd have to take out these turrets and that robot. She didn't really want to, but it's one of those moments she figured she might have to. Now, it was unusual, was that Virgil didn't seem to be in his lab, until she saw him there. Human. Sleeping. Quite the sight. Well, she also figured she'd have to put on her most personable attitude and, well, try her best.
Virgil.
Welcome back. It needs some refinement, but I think we can consider my serum a qualified success.
This is incredible.
It is a significant first step, but it still only works on one strain of FEV. It will take years, perhaps decades, to generalize my formula. I only wish there was someone I could share this accomplishment with.
I told Dr. Lee about your situation.
Madison. We always got along well. I think she could keep this a secret. Very well. Let me... one moment. Here. Give her this. It should be circumspect enough. In any event, you have my gratitude. You're welcome to make use of my lab. Or help yourself to any of this junk, if you want it. In the meantime, I have a lot of experiments to run. Excuse me.
Well, that was good news. Unfortunately, now came the bad.
Virgil. I've been sent to kill you.
What? Oh. Oh, God. Are you really going to go through with it?
Tell me, why should I let you live?
Look, I know I made mistakes, but I've changed. You helped me change. You've given me my life back, and now you want to take it away. There has to be another way. Why don't you just tell them I'm dead? No one's going to come out here and check. Think about it. I'm human now. I can't even set foot outside this cave. What harm can I do to anyone from in here?
You really think no one will know?
After all you've done, they'll trust you. And I'll make sure no one else finds out about me.
All right.
Thank you. Really. Thank you.
Well, after all that she'd done today, the fact that she got to help someone, well, that just did her heart good. Did her heart good indeed. Now all she had to do was, convince Captain Kells that she did what she was told instead of what she wanted. I mean,
Protect and serve.
the genius did make a point and was rather smart about it. So she figured she could at least try. Like the man said, the glowing sea was not meant for people to survive long, and fortunately, at the moment, it seemed to be relatively quiet. Well, back up on the Predwin. Back up on the Predwin, away from the glowing sea and its rads. Even the rain felt better. Still didn't like it, but better than most. Well, she had to go prepare herself to tell Captain Kells either a lie or something worse. So while she didn't care to do so, she did prepare herself not only mentally, but chemically.
Reactor at 100%
Well,
efficiency.
it appears that the railroad won't be a hindrance to our future operations.
What's going to happen to their headquarters?
The location doesn't hold tactical significance, so we'll simply post a small squad there, in case any stragglers choose to return. I'm also pleased you managed to secure Pam, rather than allow it to be destroyed. We are having it brought to the Pridwin, where it will be installed in Proctor Quinlan's office. It's an amazing piece of pre-war technology that should prove to be quite beneficial to us. Speaking of pre-war technology, Proctor Ingram is putting the final touches on Liberty Prime and requires your assistance. Congratulations on another successful mission, Paladin. Ad Victoriam.
Well, she was glad she could please the captain in doing the takedown of the
Report,
railroad,
Paladin.
but now she had to face the music about what she was about
Report,
to do.
Paladin. Have you dealt with Virgil?
Virgil is no longer a super mutant. His cure worked. He's no threat to us.
What? That thing actually found a cure? He can't be trusted. But as a human, he's trapped in the glowing sea. Maybe he can still be an asset to us. All right, we'll continue to monitor him. For now. For your service, allow me to offer you a new helm for your power armor. Wear it with pride.
Now, she wasn't really too impressed with power armor, other than the unavoidably impressive things about it. But she did appreciate that this one was special.
You've earned my respect, Paladin. Not many can say that. Carry on. Ad Victoriam.
Hearing that from Captain Kells actually brought a small bit of joy to her heart. Yeah, she was able to not kill Virgil, not get in trouble for it, and actually earn someone respect in the meantime. But now she had to go help the Proctor, maybe even see that Pam robot. Never know.
Attention! Ferrum Squad, report to debriefing. Ferrum Squad to the debriefing.
Fortunately, the Proctor was heading right towards the workshop.
Proctor Ingram?
You look like you've been through the ringer, Paladin. Can't say that I blame you. Anyway, we need to move on to more important things now. Like getting Liberty Prime off of life support. We've been feeding him power through the Pridwin's engines, but there isn't nearly enough juice to cold start his fusion reactor. That's why we need you to find us a beryllium agitator.
Wait. How can the beryllium agitator start up his reactor?
If Prime's reactor is a campfire, the beryllium agitator is like a match. Strike it, throw it on the logs, and the whole thing ignites. Fusion reactors need a massive power surge in order to get the reaction started. Once it starts, it's self-sustaining. I'm sure I could get one of my scribes to bore you to death with the details, but you get the gist.
Fine. Just point me in the right direction.
I was hoping you'd say that. Quinlan dug up some dirt on a company called Mass Fusion. They were a power utility company before the world went belly up. The CEO was some kind of an inventor. Dreamed up all sorts of nuclear power toys. The agitator was his crown jewel. Records show he was working on it in his lab at the top of their high-rise in the financial district. That's where we're headed. Hope you don't mind a little company, because I'm coming with you.
Why would you want to go?
Are you kidding me? Mass fusion was on the cutting edge of atomic technology. And considering there hasn't been much in the way of engineering advancements lately, that makes it a goddamn gold mine. I'm not gonna miss an opportunity like that.
Yeah, it would be helpful if you tagged along.
I knew you'd see it my way. Kells has a vertibird on standby, waiting to drop us off on the roof of the mass fusion tower. Grab whatever gear you need and meet me on the flight deck. But don't take too long. If the Institute finds out the agitator's there, they'll do everything they can to keep it out of our hands.
And with that, I say thank you all for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed my series so far, because I'm enjoying making it for all of you. If you do like my stuff, then please do that wonderful YouTube thing of like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And if not, then please leave a thumbs down and a comment below as to why you're not enjoying it. I would like to hear what I can do to improve. If you are a fan of my work and would like to see more of it, you can do so by following the links down below. One is to my Discord server, where I will occasionally put things like blooper reels or, bad edits and such. And the other is for something else. I do recommend checking out both. Anyway, thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all next time.